Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. Today I am I've been super busy. I've been creating a lot of little projects. I have had a birthday month this month. Yay, me! And I also have a friend that has a birthday month, and I have some beautiful diamond dies that I used for a project to create a birthday present for her. And since I knew already what I wanted to make for her, and I knew I would be utilizing a lot of my diamond dies that were released last summer, I thought this would be a great way to share with you that project and maybe give you some ideas for this up and coming summer year. I just love the dies that Diamond Dies offers in their stores. Last summer's release was phenomenal. I could not stop playing with those dies, and you know, considering it's still snowing one day here and then the next day it's 70 degrees and then we have a snowstorm a snowstorm of 6 inches, and then we have 69-degree weather. I'm all over the place, and so are the seasons, and so are my emotions. So Becky, I decided to create a little something for you. I hope you like this. I will not be loading this video, however, until I know Becky has received her package, because I don't want her to peek and see her little present. For this project, I did use, like I said, a lot of the last year's summer dies. I used... Oh! I'm so out of order. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a few weeks since I've done a video. Before I get to that, though, let me just share with you a few important announcements. For one, if you use my coupon code, Thanks Laura, you will automatically receive 10% off of your diamond die orders should you make a purchase. If you do make a purchase and your purchase is $35 or more, you will automatically receive free shipping. And that's both U.S. and international customers. And guys, I was just telling my friends how everything at UPS went up from $1.50 to $3 more. Yes, it did. Even the padded priority envelopes, which I used to pay $5.45, are now $6.80 for me. So this I'm sharing with you because if there's anything that I appreciate more than anything else nowadays when it comes up to besides great customer service, is any store that, or any company that offers free shipping, which Diamond Dies does still do so. I don't know how she does it, especially with her international customers, but God bless her, she still does. So take advantage while free shipping is still available, because honestly, I don't know how much longer that's going to be able to happen. Also, we encourage you to take a look at the bundle packages at the Diamond Dies web store, which is right here. The bundle packages already come at a 15% discount. So if you happen to use my 10% coupon code, that means you will be getting that 25% off what everybody else pays for one single die. Whether it's on sale or not, it's not going to be cheaper than 25%, just so that you know. I often like to tell my customers about that, because I think a lot of times those bundle packages are overlooked, and they do save you an awful lot of money, especially if there's a release, whether it's past or present, where you see if there's, most releases are anywhere from 8 to 12 new die sets. If you see a release, and it is seasonal usually, let's say it's a last spring release, and they have 10 new dies, and you are just in love with 9 out of the 10, I would encourage you to pick up that bundle package and gift the other one to a friend, or for a challenge or a giveaway or whatever. I'm just saying that I always find a use for purchases like that, and if I can save 25%, I'm going to do so. Also, please remember that we have a Facebook page. I will have all the links in my description box for Diamond Dies YouTube channel and Facebook page. Please be a subscriber or like the Facebook page, and also come on over and join our monthly challenges and giveaways that we are having. We have a Make It with Diamond Dies monthly challenge, as well as a card swap, a secret card swap, which is my favorite swap, and I join every month, and If you listened and you've been a subby of mine for a while, you know exactly what it is. I saw some new faces, some new friends of mine went over, and I want to thank them so much for joining. I hope that your experience with this month is so enjoyable that you will join it again this month for April. So keeping fingers crossed there for that. If I could cross my finger, ow, that hurt. Okay, so the dies that I used for this project, I used my Sam Pale Bucket Mini Album die, which is an awesome die. I love this die. You know, this die, guys, is so versatile. Now, we made it for a mini album, but you can use it to do an easel-shaped card. You can use this as a photo mat. You can cut out the center with another die and use this as a photo mat for a layout. You can use this as a party decor centerpiece for maybe a 4th of July. Even if you had a summer party. And guys, let's say you have a bunch of girlfriends that are coming over. If you create a little... You can create little summer gift baskets with these, and I'll share that with you because that's what I made for my sweetie friend, Becky, which I will share that with you in a minute. There's just so many possibilities. Gina from our design team, she's a Scrapinology here on YouTube. I think this just past winter, she used these and turned them upside down with some little die cuts and cut aparts and made this into one of the little drummer boy faces and made it into a Christmas banner, which I thought was so clever. Just to give you a few ideas, there's just so many possibilities. It's one of my favorite dies, along with the little ones that go along with it, which I love. The seahorses, the palm tree, the starfishes, the little fishy, the tiny little sand pail, and the wave. Must-haves for summer dies. There were several other dies of palm trees that I wanted to purchase. And when this came in, I never bothered. I was so happy and content, not only with the size, but with all the detail on the leaves and the trunk of the tree, that I was like, I'm sold. That's it. I don't need another one. Got what I need, got what I want. And I was just so happy. And I'm going to share with you how I used the palm tree, because I did not use it as a palm tree. I used it as some aquatic looking plants or some coral reefs type of looking plants. That's how I used it on my project. I also used the cherry blossom flower die and the mini rosette die for my project, which I do not have here. They're tucked away in their little compartments. I just didn't feel that I needed to take those out, because if you are a subscriber of mine and you've been watching my channel, you most definitely know what they look like, because I use them on every single DIemond DIes project that I make, and also the ones that are not DT projects as well. Yeah, I actually use that mini rosette so much that I've worn all the coating that is horrible. I just use it all the time. So this is what I made for my dear sweet friend Becky, and I made one of these last year, and I so wanted to make another one for her. There are several people actually that I still have a little waiting list for, that I want to make something similar to this for them. But since Becky is my fellow Pisces and also a birthday girl of March, I decided I was going to make something with a nautical sea themed. We also share the same love of mermaids and fairies, which is why I also wanted to do this. So let me share with you what I did. First, I cut the sand pail out twice in chipboard, and then I used my Prima off the shore nautical themed papers. I used the 8.5 by 11 paper pet stacky thingy, which I don't have here, of course. After I did that, what I did here to create this pack, oh, and this is what I was saying, let's say I only did mine 1.5 inches wide. However, this is something that you can go as far as 5 inches wide if you wanted to. And I think that these would make great, let's say you were having a whole bunch of girlfriends over, you could put suntan lotion and sunscreen, maybe a summer teen party. There was just all kinds of goodies. You can do just about anything. I mean, you could even just make a little care package for someone with some sunscreens, maybe some, what are those little earplugs and nose plugs for the pool. Maybe if you were going over to someone's barbecue, you can take some of those little Dollar Tree condiments and make it into a condiment holder, and maybe some of your secret barbecue sauce, you can gift it in one of these. I mean, I'm just trying to throw out some possibility, just throwing out ideas, random ideas, because when I look at this, that's what I think. I think of all the possibilities. So, okay, enough of that. I added, once I covered it with, oh, and I used my Aleene's tacky glue to glue everything down. And once I covered it with paper, then I took my Glimmer Mist sprays and my Lindy sprays and I sprayed it all over. I heat set it after I did that. Then I started gluing it together. This spine right here is 1.5 inches with a 1/4 inch tab on both sides. So you would need to cut it out 2 inches. I cut it out of chipboard, rather 2 inches wide. And then I scored it. And then what I did was at every 1/2 inch, I made a cut right up to the score line. And then I shaped it, I twisted it, and I bended it, and I molded it. And how I did that was I just took the chipboard, and I have a little piece of what I use just to give you an example. And these are 2 pieces that are, they're not glued, but they're together, which is what I did for this. And what I did was I just took this here, and this is my little knife, my craft knife, and I just went like this. And I don't know if you guys can see this here, and I just discovered this. This is just something that just happened to me. My craft knife, I guess this is for it not to slip out of your fingers, since you are using a very sharp tool, because it has it here and here. This is almost like a file. It's chiseled metal. But I also found it works great because it is like a file for breaking up the fibers and making it easy and more pliable. So it was like a happy discovery, which I was happy to share with you guys. So if you do have, I don't even know, I remember I bought this in a craft supply store. I do not know the name of it, but if you happen to have one of these, hey guys, they serve double duty. How cool is this? This is a new discovery, and I am so excited about that. So anyway, that's what I did for the spine, and I did that all the way around. Then to that, I added 2 different pieces of lace. I hope you can see that there. To the lace, I added this metal embellishment, which I also added some of this stuff. This emboss ink in clear, guys. You have to have this in a bottle form as well as in a ink pad. The ink pad, of course, for the wet embossing of sentiments and stamp images and such. But this is great for when you want to alter metal pieces. You just take it with a brush. I just put a few dabs, then I take my brush and I just work the brush into the metal piece. Then I throw some embossing powders on it and heat set it, and voila, I love that effect. Then I also took some pearl trim and I cut it apart, and I put a centerpiece there as well as on here. The back of this trim really reminded me of little sea scallops. Something maybe a little mermaid princess would have. So I used that as a trim on top on both sides. I also added some of these little, I call them pearl flowers, but they're just flat back pearls, and they look like little flowers. To that, I also added some lace going all the way around. I used my Lawn Fawn Alpha die cuts and spelled out the word Pisces. And there is 2 different color cardstocks just to give it a little shadow effect. These little fishes, I fussy cut and colored them with my Copics. They're part of the mermaid stamp from the Gorgeous Girl, as well as the seashells, which I also colored with my Copics. Here is where I have the DIemond DIes palm tree cut-up parts that I told you about, and as you can see, I also added some of those little gems. These are little rhinestone flowers, teeny tiny. These are like the nail art ones, and I used them on the little plants. I also use my liquid pearls just to give it that more texture, and I used that, I forgot, I think it's not called soft blue. It's a blue one though. I forgot the name of it. And here is where I use my cherry blossom flowers and my mini rosettes. And I put little flat back pearls in the center. Again, some lace trim, lots of glitter, and lots of stickles all over. Here's the Diamond Dies little starfish die, and another one up here. And then on the other side is where I have my little mermaid gorgeous girl, which I did fussy cut and color her in Copics. I also have these little, almost looking like bubbles. I don't know if you can see this little silver little drop bits. That's my liquid pearls. It's opal white is the color I used. And I just wanted it to look like she was swimming behind the reefs, playing with her little friends in the corals, and all these bubbles just all around her. And that's what these little things are. I put a little flower in her hair. Here's one of the fishies. And this is one of the Diamond Die fishies die cuts. Again, I cut it out of chipboard, and then the paper I distressed it, added a little black gem to the eye. I did the same thing to this one. Here I have one of my little resin starfish. To the little seahorse, just cut them out of chipboard, again distressed them, and also added a little eye to him. And here's the other little starfish from Diamond Dies, and I did the same thing, chipboard, paper, distress. This one I added some liquid pearls on top, and I just layered all the little cut up parts from the palm trees behind. Here's another one over here. There's some lace underneath there. Again, that scallop trim. And then in the front, I added that little pearl, clear pearl trim going all the way around to act as a little frame, and to help me hold up some of those little flowers and seashells. Oh, a little blue string I forgot about. And I also added some stickles and some glitter. And then on the inside, oh, and this, I did this way because my dear friend Becky moved into a new home, and it's a temporary home. It's not her permanent home just yet. So she couldn't move a lot of her crafty stuff from her craft room to her new home. So what I thought I would do was I would make this for her so that she can sit it on her desk. It has, if she feels to look at the mermaid for one day, she can do it this way. If she doesn't feel like looking at the mermaid and she wants a different view, she can turn around and look at the little underwater Pisces type theme there. She can also use this to house some of her, now of course you're going to have to put these in, but I'm just sharing with you that you can put lots of tools into this little bucket, Becky. I hope you're going to watch this video, I hope. But you can house a lot of your little scrapbooking supplies on your desk if that's what you wanted to do with it, or papers, or, and this is what I'm going to be sending to her. I have lots of die cuts that I'll be sharing with her, and these are some of my favorite die cuts that I've recently purchased, and I'm going to be sharing those with her because I don't think she has any of those. I also made her some little cakes because it is our birthday. This is this I made using my Tilda Magnolia Doohickey die cuts, and this was, I believe, the Celebration volume, which was volume 6 from the magazine, which I'm totally in love. I'm so happy. The few that I have, I think I purchased 3 of them. The 3 sets that I have, I love so much, and I am going to go, I think, and purchase the next 2. I did not really care for the last 3, so I didn't purchase them. And the thing about it is you have to be so careful when you're purchasing those too, because you don't know what you're getting until you got it already, which I don't like. But anyways, this is what was holding up your box, Miss Becky. These actually came from the UK. I sure hope that you like these. These are some stamps that I purchased for her. Becky and I are big mermaid and fairy. I'm not going to say fanatics because I am only going to speak for myself. I am a mermaid and fairy fanatic, but she is also a lover of the mermaids and fairies, and so that's her little birthday present. I wanted to make sure that she got those fairy stamps because I did purchase a set for myself, and this is my set here. I am going to say this, Becky, when you received those stamps, I had to use one of these nail files and file mine down to so that the ink would stick on it and not be blotchy. Now, I am going to say this. I did use the Tim Holtz Distress inks when I stamped them out. When I realized that it wasn't the stamp and it was the ink, I went to the Momento Luxe inks and they stamped out perfectly. However, I had already filed them when that happened. So, that being said, test them out on different inks if you don't want to file them. But if you do test them out on different inks and they're still a little blotchy, file them down and they'll work beautifully, because that's what I did with mine. So just a little FYI. So guys, I'm sorry this video was so long. I just, I was doing double duty, my Diamond Dies project plus my little gift from my friend, and hopefully she's watching this video. I want to thank everyone for watching and remind you all to please go on over to the Diamond Dies store to make purchases of these amazing dies. Get ready for those summer projects, guys. And like I said, some of them don't have to be summer projects. You can use them all year round. It's just a little imagination and no telling what you can make with these amazing dies. I'll talk to you all very soon. Have a very blessed day and bye for now.